get as many as we can.
Right.
And you know, 5 or 6 is usually a very good half here in Cash. And I mean, here's the struggle: is that Fnatic on the CT side of Cash has a 78% win rate when they get the first kill. So CLG's going to have to do a good job of not allowing any of those early picks coming in on this map. And here we are. There's the opening pick. Pronax gets an nade. JW's going to push up an A main. He saw it's FNS all alone. Does some damage, and here comes the door attack. Crims grabs one. JW and him combine for a couple more, but it's down to a 3-on-2. The bomb site is taken. Crims is getting into a battle, and a nice shot onto Hayes. Drops him, and finally Flusha comes in on the rotate and cleans up FNS. So a pistol round win for Fnatic.
And again, you talked about when they get that opening pick, how successful they are. And again, that's a prime example. Taking it in the pistol round on Cash. So Fnatic on top 1-0. We are going to see a pistol buy here from the terrorist side. A couple of head armors being purchased. It's Tech 9s. Are they going to go unanimous across the board? No, Peter going for the P250. We saw him utilize it before. We only see 3 members picking up armor here for the side of CLG. So maybe trying to figure something out here. It's kind of interesting to see that. And look at this. They actually push all the way in towards lockers, actually going full aggressive here. FNS down to 29 points of health. Peter is on the boost. He's going to be down to 1 HP. Drops right into the sights of JW. Hayes does find Pronax. And they've kind of swarmed this A bomb site, but JW still alive and still kicking. Picks up a 3rd. Looking for a 4th. Switches over to the pistol, but it's too little too late. It's down to a 2 versus 2. That nade, though, going to do some serious damage onto Cutler, down to 7 HP. It's Tariq. Really, this is going to be all on him. Coming around, they are going to chip away a little bit more damage. Finally, Crims goes into Cutler. Crims looking for the final frag. But it's Flusha that cleans it up. 100 HP stand for the last 2 remaining CTs. Diffuse comes in, but a good eco round out of CLG, able to get the bomb plant and also force 3 rebuys on the Fnatic side.
Yeah, they had a plan. CLG had that plan. They had FNS with the smoke and 2 flashes. He was going to smoke off, you know, towards the highway, towards the truck, and allow the 3 players with Tech 9s to stream out of the squeaky door and try and take over that bomb site. And it just got countered, eliminated completely. Fnatic just does that very, very aggressive push into A main, and now we have JW with the AWP in his hands. He got a couple kills with that SMG, so he gets the money bonus. He's able to buy out here, and that plan is actually going to allow CLG to buy up as well. They've got Galils, they've got AKs, and they actually only have 3 smokes to work with this round, and it looks like the majority of them heading over towards that A side of the map.
Now, do you think this is too risky of a play, JW, with the AWP in the 3rd round?
No, I don't. And it's, you know, it's the right call. I know they probably didn't know that CLG was going to buy here, but they obviously have the weaponry now to deal with it with that AWP.
Right.
And we'll have to see. He's going to get. He likes to get aggressive with it, but right now he's just spotting over the boost. He hasn't seen anything, and they have good mid control. They have Olafmeister pushed up as well, so they're going to be able to fast flank towards A or fast rotate as well. There's only 1 Fnatic member in that bomb site, but they have it set up so they can get over to support him very, very quickly.
Yeah, and you can see Hayes, actually, he's going to try to be the distraction over here at the B bomb site. Pop flash around the corner. That's Crims playing from the checkers. Let's see who's going to win that fight, and it's Crims. Beautiful shot from him, opening things up. And again, what was it, 72, 73% win rate when it comes down to this? But the action is heating up over here in this A bomb site as Tariq's going to be able to go back into Pronax. He's looking for another one. That's Olafmeister over here on top of the boxes. He's trying to get him down, 21 HP. Olafmeister in front of the forklift. They still haven't cleared him out. Finally able to take him down is going to be FNS, and that's going to leave it on a 3 versus 3. Flusha is down to 36 points of health. Crims and JW still sitting on 100. Crims up on top of the electrical box. He's going to try to maneuver his way back around towards highway. He is over in that position by the toxic barrels, but Cutler chimes in with another one. And just like that, Fnatic looking like they want to maybe try to hang on to their weapons here. JW looking for an exit or 2, but he's going to get found by FNS, and that's going to leave it all on Flusha here with only 11 HP in a dream. And unfortunately not able to get it done. So the first gun round, it comes early, and it's going to come in the favor of CLG. Unfortunately, Cutler losing that AWP there at the end. FNS salvages the silenced M4, upgrading from that Galil. So it is going to be a 2-1 scoreline. And
yeah, that round was won by Peter. Playing at the forklift, he had that position. They knew he was there. They were nading him, and he wasn't peeking. He was staying alive. And with the player in that position, they didn't have the smokes and the flashbangs to clear him out. They didn't have anything they could do to really advance to retake that bomb site. So Peter, just being alive in that situation, stops the retake cold. And that's the first round for CLG.
And a good-looking round from him as well. I mean, that execution. You saw the opening pick. Again, that statistic that you said, a 72% win rate when they get that opening pick. But they got it and floundered in the late game on that one. So we are going to see Crims actually very aggressive. They didn't spot him. He's all the way outside by the boxes. What's he going to do here? Made to come around the corner. He's still looking for it. Flusha opens things up. He's the salvaged M4 from the last round. And Crims with the 5-7 finds one. Looking for another one. That's Tarek right around the corner. Olafmeister finds one. Tarek back into Olafmeister, and that's going to be him going down finally to Crims' 5-7. And that leaves it all on Cutler here in a 1 versus 3. He's getting flanked out. JW goes down. One more to beat in that area. I don't know if he heard him or not. Coming around the corner. Oh, and he goes for the reload at the worst possible time. Pronax cleans it up. And a 3rd round for Fnatic, a round I didn't think they had a right to win. They had a very limited buy there.
Yeah, and Fnatic had that mid control once again, just like on Mirage. They love taking that. And what it allows them to do on those B hits where CLG's grouped up towards that side of the map, there's so many fast rotates through the vents. They can drop down, they can support very, very quickly. Pronax with that quick flank through mid. So many different options available to them to support their teammates over at the B when the hit comes in.
And again, you know, around I saw like the X-ray is such a fickle thing sometimes. We got to see Crims pushing out, and actually JW is going to get extremely aggressive here, but Peter trades him out. The flashbang comes around. Tarek finds one, and just like that, the A bomb site is open for business. Olafmeister, the only one over here right now, and he's only got a FAMAS. But Flusha, nice nade, prevents the bomb plant. Cutler coming under fire from the heavens, and Flusha going to clean up the last one. FNS goes down, and just like that, it's a 4th round for Fnatic, and it was a quick one. I thought CLG got in there in time. Tarek trying to get that bomb plant, but wasn't able to make it happen in the long run. So a little bit unfortunate for them there.
This is a map that just this week when CLG played it earlier this week against Elevate, Peter with that AWP was very, very effective. And he wasn't necessarily great at getting opening picks, but when they did find a kill, when the rotates did come in on the Elevate side, Peter was in a great position to swing out and just grab a quick kill to add onto it. So he was very, very effective on this map, and he's going to have to be here against Fnatic as well. Right now he's just sitting back towards A main, watching for any kind of a push because they know Fnatic's been so incredibly aggressive on that A main this entire map's for. I know it's only 5 rounds in, but JW and Crims have pushed that on the eco round. They pushed it there, just that past round, and they want to be aggressive on that in that portion, deny the access for CLG.
Oh, and here you go. They're actually looking to go for maybe a boost here, but JW on the other side of the map is going to be able to draw first blood, and they opt to go away from that boost strategy. They are going to put Peter up over the top. Olafmeister is around by Catbox. See if he can find the frag. The nade comes around a little bit premature there from Peter. Not able to locate that damage onto Olafmeister. Now the peek comes out. Oh, and he turns at the worst possible time. But look at the aggression here from the CT side. Pronax not clearing his angles. Cutler is going to be able to take advantage of that. FNS found JW. That rotation is already on from the CTs. They killed 2 and A, and there's already 2 more over in that area. So that's going to be Flusha. Hazed finds Crims, and that's the B bomb site yielded. The rotation is already on. Olafmeister does find FNS, but that's going to leave it on the 2 versus 3. The bomb already making its way over towards the B bomb site. It's going to be Hazed actually pushed all the way up here into CT spawn. Going to opt to fall back. That flash actually did have Olafmeister basically dead to rights. Pushing through the vents. Flusha, though, gets the better of Hazed, goes right back in. Cutler finds it, but look at this push through. Olafmeister getting himself into a great position, and again, does tremendous damage. Goes for the AWP. And that's Cutler over here in the mid. Oh, and takes him down from checkers. Beautiful job from Cutler. The 2 clutch kings on each side getting it done in the 1 versus 1, and Cutler comes out on top. A 3K for him and a 1v1 victory, so CLG gets their 2nd round on the board.
More importantly, this might force a save round, but that was a great win by Cutler. We saw him win a 1-on-2 in Mirage, and wins a big round for them here. So it is going to be an eco from Fnatic. They have a couple CZs. They got a Deagle and a P250. They've only got the pistols, no armor. And this is a chance for CLG to add another round to their scoreline, but they've had some trouble on these eco rounds in the past. In the last map, Fnatic able to steal one away from them. So they've got to be very, very cautious moving forward into this round.
And like you said, it is going to be a save round here from the CT side of Fnatic. CZ's a Deagle and a P250. So Krim's going to be the lone ranger over here at the B bomb site. He's pushed up aggressively. We saw him be effective from this position before, outside by the boxes of B main. And he does have Hazed working his way around that area. So I want to watch this fight unravel. Hazed working his way towards the toxic room, clearing his angles very, very slowly. Krim's going to resign his position just a little while longer. Flusha does have support for him. And they're going to walk right in on Krims. There's the flashbang around the corner, the drop down from the fence, and the 1-dig! FNS goes right back into him. Tarek, see you later, bye-bye. Nice headshot. Desert Eagle being utilized properly there from Krims. Nice shot from him. And now they're trying to infiltrate into this B bomb site, and this is Flusha trying to find something, but Hazed gets the headshot. Olafmeister smoked off in CT spawn. Not going to be able to find any kind of an entry. And Cutler all the way over in the A bomb site finds Pronax. So just like that, it's going to be a 2 versus 4 post plant. And Counter Logic Gaming looking good to put their third round on the board.
Yeah, looking very good. They took that very slowly and very cautiously to make sure they clear everything out. Tarek did drop, obviously, that nice shot, but got to be careful on the exit now because JW's flanking. He gets a great headshot onto Hayes, so that's one player down. And these last two remaining Fnatic members, they have them trapped in the bomb site as the timer's winding down. There goes Olafmeister, but JW's repositioned over towards vents. He's not going to find anyone in checkers anymore. He might be able to grab a gun and just save it. And it does look like he's going to pick up a Galil. So that's a pretty decent find for him.
Not the most ideal gun to be saving out of that situation. He might try to work his way up and see if he can find an AK, but doesn't look like he's going to be able to locate anything right now. So a Galil it is. Salvaging it, hanging on to it for the next round, and that's going to be, if he decides to stick with it, that's going to be one more gun that they don't have to buy. So not a bad save from him in the long run. 4-3 is your scoreline. Counter Logic Gaming, though, putting a couple in a row. And we're going to see if they can continue to do that. AWP in the hands of Peter. AKs across the board. Unanimous decision from the rest of CLG. It's going to be a smattering of guns here on the CT side. And Olafmeister actually picking up the AWP. He's going to be playing aggressively over here by B main. Hazed, who's been doing a relatively good job over here just doing this lurk roll. Drops the nade around the corner. He might be able to catch out Olafmeister. Had the nade out. Throws the flashbang around the corner. And it's like a Mexican standoff here. JW, though, draws first blood. He finds one over here in Squeaky Door. That Galil going to work. And for another one, does good damage onto Peter. Peter still yet to get himself out of dodge over here by the Squeaky Door. Catches, oh, wow. Nice shot from Tarek, though. Hayes goes into Olafmeister at that B bomb site, so that's the AWP out of their hands, and that bomb should be rotating all the way back around. Tarek, though, finds Pronax, takes him out. And that's going to leave it all on Crimson Flushes, so this gun round looking very strong for CLG. They're getting the picks. They're winning the aim battles right now. Flusha does manage to find one over in the A bomb site, which was the bomb carrier as well. So Tarek, ooh, nice shot onto Flusha, and he's come off strong this round. Big 3K for him this round.
Yeah, he loves as a terrorist being aggressive coming out that A main. He just absolutely loves those fights. A lot of times you'll see him solo just come out towards the forklift very, very quickly in the round and try and make something happen for his team. That round is extremely successful, and he picks up an AWP and he cleans things up. That's 4 kill for him in that round, and you said it, that was a beast round from him and a wonderful performance. So he gives him the 4th round, and now another save round from Fnatic. So CLG in a great position to take the lead into this half, and this is the start they needed.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you'd say typically, 6 rounds on T side of Cash is a pretty strong half, 7 being a relatively exceptional half. Well, they're already 4 rounds to the good, looking to go up with a 5th if they can hold on for this eco round. Now, again, Fnatic, not a team that you can ever count out on the eco rounds. As we see them looking to get a little bit aggressive here again. JW, well, he looked like he wanted to go into A main, but decides to hold back for a little while longer. He knows that they've been sending a lurker over here by the Squeaky Door, but Hazed is going to open things up with his aggression. Gets a second one as well, and Cutler behind the door. JW was waiting the entire round. Gets the AK as well. The flashbang comes around the corner. Tarek's going to be able to clean up one. FNS goes into Flusha, and now that should be Tarek's, well, coming around the corner, and he does manage to clean that one up with 1 HP. So another good, clean round from CLG. Color your lone casualty there for the terrorist side. And again, look at that. Tarek sitting at 10-7. Peter off to a slow start, but it's okay because the rest of his team has stepped up.
Yeah, but when you talk about CLG, you know it's Tarek is going to have to be one who has a great match, who finds a way to have a big impact on it, and he's doing that right now. Some great kills over at that A bomb site from him, and he's given them opportunities to take advantage of, and they have done that. And he's going to go right back to it. He's going to come right back into A main. 3 players going towards the door. With, they're actually setting up for some smokes here onto the A bomb site. It looks like it's going to be an execute.
Yeah, and this is the first time, that we've really seen kind of an execution coming out. The flashbangs around the corner. That's going to be Pronax sitting by forklift. They're going to flank him out here. Tarek coming around the corner. He's going to get the entry again. JW goes back into Hayes with a nice grenade. But look at this. Tarek pushing all the way around to truck side. He's got one to beat. That's going to be Flusha. Comes around the corner, spraying and praying. Not able to find it just yet. But meanwhile, Crims going to be able to find 2, and one of them is Tarek, so that leaves Peter all by himself. And JW, he was over by quad the entire round, gets it done. He's sitting at 12 kills now.
Right, and a couple more great entries from Tarek, and they gave his team the opening to take advantage of that A bomb site. They weren't able to do it. JW bails them out with a couple nice kills, and Crims as well in there on the rotation. And that rotation came in very, very fast. They're anticipating that aggression over towards A. And that effectiveness of Tarek coming out and being that kind of a monster is going to slowly dwindle. Fnatic's a great team at adapting.
Yeah, and again, it's one of those things where he's started off very strong. We see the 5-5 scoreline. We're into the 11th round, but Crims is going to open things up with the mid-aggression, gets the double. Pronax is there to help out as well. Peter with the AWP finds one, but that's all he's going to get is Pronax finds him. And that leaves it all on FNS in a 1 versus 4. Make that a 1v3. He does get one down, looking for the bomb plant. He should be able to get it down, so that's money in the bank now for CLG. Can he make this a 1 versus 4 clutch? Wolfmeister already in the site. Coming around from the corner, he spots one out. That's Flusha, gets the kill onto him, but Crims, again, you talked about how strong Fnatic is with their trading. He's going to be right there to support his teammates. So a good effort from FNS. He is able to get that bomb planted and put the money in the bank for CLG, so they should be able to continue to buy here. Well, it's going to be close. They might be able to drop an AWP to Peter and pick up some Galils, but 12th round, well, they go for it.
Yeah, I would have been surprised if they didn't buy there. So they do pick up 4. Instead of dropping an op, they have 3 AK-47s. They have a Galil in that Tech 9, so they did drop a weapon. But it's a strong buy. That Tech 9, we all know how powerful it is. So not really too much firepower lost.
Right.
And I would be surprised. I mean, that was such an abolishment by Fnatic on a mid-take from CLG. So I'd be surprised if they go back to that, especially immediately following. And it does seem like they're setting up more of a spread-out default, watching for any of the aggression that Fnatic's been doing. And JW is actually, he's being aggressive with that AWP. He's on the boost boxes, and he's peering into this A main with the AWP, and there's Tarek. And JW is able to eliminate him off the map right away, so that's a huge impact for CLG. He just drops from the map.
Yeah, and with his entry fragging that he's had over the last couple of rounds, that's detrimental to their infiltration strategy on the terrorist side. So the great opening pick from Fnatic is Tarek is down and out, and that's going to leave it all on the remaining 4 terrorists, and FNS, he's down and out as well. Cutler still biding his time by the squeaky door. He might be able to get out here, but that is going to be Pronax, your lone member over there. Hayes, though, he's been so effective getting these picks over at the B bomb site. He does go down to Crims, but he is able to get that entry. They line up for Pronax. He is able to find one. Bank flash off the grate. That's going to leave Peter in this 1 versus 4. Very
He's getting
difficult
flanked out.
situation.
He doesn't have much to do here. He turns around just a little bit too late. Olaf's able to land the headshot. So 7-5 for Fnatic over CLG. And this should be an eco round out of the Americans.
Americans? Isn't FNS from Canada?
Could be. Still American, North American.
All right, yeah. I guess when you justify it like that. All right, so we are going into the 13th round now. 2-round lead for Fnatic and an eco round for CLG. So we should see a gun round after this one is all said and done. But it's going to be a quick push towards the squeaky door, and JW is lying in wait, able to pick off one, looking for a second one, finds it, gets the third. No, he legs one, goes for the no-scope, gets another. Well, I thought he got 2 body shots with that AWP no-scope, but his teammate's there to bail him out. And again, he does go down in the long run, but again, he's able to pick up the opening 2 frags. So good job from him, and he's sitting at 15 and 10. Crims at 14 and 6.
Right, they're having fantastic halves, and you know they've been the one who's been leading the way on the aggression for Fnatic, pushing into A main multiple times and being very aggressive with how they're peeking mid together as a team, shutting things down on that portion of the map. And you could see CLG's not confident in taking mid anymore because they've just been beat up every time they've gone there. They don't even want to mess with it. And now we're seeing what it looks like a fast A split, but JW's going to remain aggressive, and he's going to get another opening pick on a color. Yeah,
now he's falling back to forklifting. Tark's got to be careful here because he is right around the corner. Goes for the spam of squeaky door, not able to locate the damage just yet. The smokes and the flashes coming out from the terrorist side. And finally going to be able to smoke off JW. Molly to A main, though. Tarek does take a little bit of damage from that before he's able to get himself out of that. Hayes with a nice shot onto Olafmeister. Tarek takes down JW, so the entry frag's coming out. Tarek's going to find a second one. That's Pronax, so now it's down to Crims and Flusha on this rotation. And Tarek, again, he's been playing lights out with these entry frags into the A-bomb site. And it's just a shame because you would expect them to have more rounds because of it, but mainly the main reason that they have so many rounds on the CLG terrorist side is because Tarek has been so effective with these entries into the A-bomb site. Hazed up on top of the forklift is going to locate a little bit of damage onto Flusha. Both remaining CTs are very lit, but it is down to a 2 versus 2. Hayes biding his time. Peter goes down, and this is tricky. That bomb is planted, it's planted at default, and they are going to get the round on Fnatic, so that was a 2 versus 4 retake. And they make it happen. So that's a 9th round now on the board for Fnatic as we move into the last round of the first half. Counterlogic Gaming throwing that one away.
Yeah, that kill onto Peter, you know, he had to land that op shot, made Hayes feel very, very out of position completely at forklift. So They do get that defuse, and it's an awesome retake for them. And now they bust out a double op setup, and they throw in an auto sniper as well on the Crims for this last round. So going to be very, very tough when these smokes come out for CLG to find some success. And Olaf with that op, he's going to be over about sandbags. They're playing a little bit of a bait strategy. There is one other player hiding there, so Olaf will make his presence known.
And this is really tricky right here. They've gone for a double man boost up top, and Olaf Meister is going to make them pay. Flusha picks up one. Cutler trades it out. He is lit, though, down to 8 HP. And Peter, though, finds Crims. Nade comes through to take down Cutler. And over there in Vince, JW lands the shot onto Peter. But getting aggressive is Olaf Meister. It's down to a 2v1. See if Peter can make anything happen here. He's getting flanked out, and Pronax finds the headshot. So the half goes by the wayside, 10-5 in favor of Fnatic.
Yeah, they were able to have complete mid-control that entire half. There was nothing. Every time CLG tried to take it from them, it just got destroyed. And mid-control on this map is so incredibly important with how the rotations work out, how it allows you to defend B and kind of lean over towards A, because you have that ability to go through the vents. You have that ability to put a player in vents with impunity. And if you can't take it away, if you can't take that mid-control away as a terrorist team, you're in for a rough half.
Impunity, huh?
But you know, 5 rounds is a good score line. So they got that very early on the back of Tarek's fantastic entry. He was a monster that half.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you can see he's sitting at well, I'm looking at the wrong side. 14 and 13 for his side. So, you know, 1 frag under a 1 FPR, and as an entry fragger, pretty solid. I mean, the rest of his team, they need to step it up a little bit. Peter, a little bit behind, 4 and 12, 9 and 13 for Cutler, 9 and 11 for FNS. And Pronax is going to go extremely aggressive here to try to pull the rotation off the B bomb site, and it's going to work as they've already moved out of that B bomb site. FNS and Cutler, though, going to be able to find a couple, and now Tarek, he's going to have to land these shots. Gets one, looking for another one, goes for the knife. It's a knife battle. Who's going to win it? JW gets it done. Olaf Meister goes into haze, but Peter's there for the trade, and it's going to be all down to Olaf Meister. The bomb has been dropped. A knife-on-knife battle. I love it. It was a good manners duel as well, so neither one of them going for the reload. They wanted to shank it out like a couple of bosses, and this is where it gets scary. Olaf Meister, Armor, Tech 9, 1v2.
Right, but CLG playing this very, very smart at the moment, not giving up any much. Just Peter and that bomb side not committing to any kind of a fight, just peeking a little bit for information, making sure he's holding Olaf back from moving forward, and he's going to end it with a nice execution headshot.
Yeah. So we got to see it all that round. We got to see the knife battle between JW and Tarek, and I'm sure they'll shake hands after this one's all said and done and have a little bit of a laugh over that one. But like I said, at least they handled it like men. Neither one of them went for the reload. They just went for the shank, and I got a lot of respect for that. So nice job from both sides. But that pistol round is going to go the way of CLG, and if they do it right, they should be able to pull this back within 2 rounds, barring any craziness. And by craziness, I mean an AK armor buy for JW in the second round.
We joke about that knife kill, but the money that it afforded JW on the second round, he picks up an AK-47, so that's going to be huge if he's able to have an impact. That knife will end up being vastly important.
Could completely turn the tables here in this eco round. So Peter holding by the Z hallway, looking for one. He does have a FAMAS, an M4A1 in hand. And look at that. Not a lot of nades to deal with here on the CT side. They do have a smoke on Pronax. He's working his way towards mid. It's going to be a Tech 9, a Deagle, a couple of P250s, and that AK-47 that we talked about in the hands of JW, who's worked his way over boost. So we are going to see a little bit of mid-control being executed here from the terrorist side of Fnatic. And Peter, he has no idea JW's worked all the way up by Catbox. This is a terrifying situation for him here in Z. He's got 2 more in mid. They're just pulling this distraction, and JW is still working his way up. He's got Cutler right on top of the box. This is really scary. Coming around the corner, Cutler goes down. JW doing the job with that AK-47. He's able to pick up the M4 and leave the AK for Krim. So they've got 2 rifles now. Peter finds Flusha to even things up. Hayes with the MP7 finds one. That's Olaf Meister down. Krim's into Peter. So it is down to a 3 versus 3. Pronax has worked his way up. Spamming away, still trying to find the damage, but not able to get it done. This is going to leave it all in a 1 versus 2. Crims with 21 HP, but Pronax has 100. FNS with it all to do in this situation. Let's see if he can make it happen. But like you said, that AK-47, it came into contention, and it was possibly the edge that they needed in order to take this round. And look at this Fnatic playing this cool and collected, coming around the corner, and Pronax with the SMG headshot, dink down, and FNS has been dispatched. And that's going to be Fnatic stealing one away from CLG.
That round was absolutely wonderful by JW. We said that AK would come and have an impact, and he times it perfectly. Waits, he hears Cutler run up to the box, and he waits. He waits to hear him start running away. Peter wasn't able to spot him being that aggressive in middle. He gets that opening kill, and then, like you said, more importantly, leaves it for Crim, so gets his team a second rifle into the round and is able to advance onto the A bomb site. And just the trades out of Fnatic as they took that, regardless of whether it was an eco, they had the pistols, but they're still able to trade their way into that A site.
And it looks like we are going to have a quick execution. They're trying to go for the boost here in defense, and JW just so aware. Going to be able to find another one. Olafmeister finds a pair himself. He's down to 7 HP over here by A main, but the damage has been done. JW finds another one, and that's Cutler, your last man standing over here by Quad, trying to stay alive and maybe try to make something happen, but Olafmeister picks up the triple with 7 HP. We've seen him do it so many times. Bleeding internally, able to pick up a miraculous frag at the end of the round. And that is going to be a doubled-up scoreline now, 12-6 in favor of Fnatic as they continue to roll, continue to build that momentum now on their terrorist side, and it's a very, very large mountain to climb now for CLG.
Yeah, and they're putting all their eggs into this round here. They have 5 FAMAs. They don't have any kits to work with, so it's a very forced buy out of the CLG side. If they don't win this, they're going to be in a situation where as they keep buying for the rest of this half, it's always going to be these kind of half buys, these FAMAs with light utility. Peter's going to do a good job on JW getting that opening kill. He pushed up middle, was able to catch him a little bit off guard. So that's a good start for them, but they've still got a lot of work to go.
Absolutely, and you can see Cutler going for that, the cheeky little peek there over top of the boxes in the A bomb site, trying to get some information towards A main. Crim's open in the squeaky door, so they're going to have a little bit of a spam battle here. And he's going to drop some nades out, so it looks like it is going to be an A execution. The bomb on the back of Pronax trying to work his way up here. The number 9 man, he is going to be able to spot Cutler jumping over top of the boxes. FNS over by Quad, trying to make something happen. There's 3 CTs over here, so they're going to go ahead and try to brute force their way into this bomb site. And Cutler draws first blood. They've still got 2 more over here. Cutler picks up another one, and he's doing a great job in defense of this A bomb site. FNS finds one. Crim's going to be your last man standing, and Cutler with the 3K gets it done in the A bomb site, and that is beautiful work from CLG. A 4-man stand on a forced buy, and they get 2 AKs out of it.
Yeah, an absolutely fantastic round. That's going to allow their economy to stabilize a little bit. So if they can string some together here, they're not going to be on a situation where they have to keep force buying. Now they have the nades. Now they have the kits. They have the armor behind it as well. So they're in a good position in terms of their money, and they just need to string some rounds together and catch up to Fnatic here.
And Olafmeister once again going for the AWP buy here on the terrorist side for Fnatic. And it's interesting, JW, he picked up the AWP a couple of times. We saw him get some impact frags with it in the first half, but it's Olafmeister now. And he gets the opening pick onto FNS. So he finds the opening first blood, and Tarek is going to be all by his lonesome in this B bomb site. He's got one already pushed through. He does get, I believe, maybe a little bit of a team flash there, but that's going to be okay because Peter's going to pick up that kill. That's flush it down and out. JW falls as well to Hazed, and that's going to leave it all on Crim's, Pronax, and Olafmeister. 3 very lethal names to be saying in the same breath as they work their way around. From Checkers is Olafmeister, the AWP. They don't spot him out. They do now. Peter knows that he's going to be over there by Checkers, or pardon me, that's Tarek in the backside of that bomb site. So the bomb's still down outside of the A main corridor, and we're going to be waiting to see where they pick it up and decide to go. But Fnatic slowing things down now, and this is, again, we talked about this before, changing the pace. They went for that early aggression. Olafmeister with the AWP gets that opening pick. Now they slow things down. They try to draw CLG out, try to draw them into some kind of a push or anything like that. And that bomb is going to get picked up. Olafmeister working up towards A main. They are trying to get out. They have one over by Forklift, and this is Pronax already pushed all the way up. He does get spotted out, though. Peter gets the better of him. Now the AWP from Olafmeister in A main. Crims has made his way around the bomb site. He does manage to find one. 22 seconds left, but there it is. Peter and Hazed combined to decimate the remaining 2 Swedes. That is going to be an 8th round now on the board for CLG.
Yeah, another good round by them. They stayed very disciplined in those bomb sites in situations where Fnatic is so good as they take these bomb sites, they have the choke points smoked off so they can focus on the other side of the bomb site. And oftentimes, they can get those opening picks if players are getting a little bit too peaky, trying to gather too much information or go for a kill. And CLG inside that bomb site remained very disciplined and didn't give too much up to Fnatic before the take. So playing the man advantage they had at that point in the round very, very well.
And now we're going to see an eco round come out from Fnatic, so another opportunity for CLG to chip away at that lead from Fnatic. We've seen how strong they've been on these pistol buys on these ecos. And look at that, just very methodical CS being played here. Disciplined CS like you talked about before. They're not getting too overly aggressive on the CT side. You've got one sitting back in the backside of the B-bomb side who actually misses his smoke. I got in his eyes just in time to see him flub that one. unfortunately. But it looks like it's going to be mid-execution here from Fnatic. And they're going to push directly up, and that's going to be Hayes trying to get it done. But he goes down. Crims with a nice shot from the P250, and that's a rifle in their hands. Cutler from quad. He's going to have to hold on for dear life. M4 in hand as they make their way up towards Speedway. And that was a good flashbang. And look at this. They're going to retreat all the way back around and maybe try to make a bid for this B bomb site. Good Molotov into the vents holds them back as well. But they're going to rotate all the way back around and hit from A main. So playing a little shuck and jive now. And Cutler, he has no idea that they're coming from A main. There's 4 terrorists coming around the corner. He's going to be able to relay that information. Lays a little bit of spam down onto JW. And Peter opens things up, able to find a good kill. There's one more down a cat box in mid, but this is going to be on JW right now, trying to make his way out with the bomb on his back. Flusha does find Peter, but rotating all the way around. Cutler doing a great job, finds the opening frag onto Flusha, and it's down to a 2 versus 2. That bomb is going to get planted here in this A bomb site. And still trying to chip away. There's the headshot. Cutler and Tarek get it done. And that is going to be the eco round, or the anti-eco round victory for CLG as they get their 9th round now. So keeping it close throughout this second half now. Only 3 rounds the difference.
Right, but a really good eco round by Fnatic. Getting the bomb plant, getting 3 kills out of that one. Olaf Meister had a big role to play lurking in the middle. And like you said, Cutler is just a name for CLG that we say a lot in these situationals in the mid rounds. He's so good. That's where he shines, and he's always been a consistent player for them. He's at 15 and 16, but he's made some crucial frags at the right moment so far in this matchup.
Right. The 3-man mowdown with the FAMAS and that incursion into the A bomb site on the gun round. The last round, I mean, staying alive as long as he did allowed Tarek to be able to come around from truck side and pick off the other frag as well. So, you know, we definitely see him doing well, and Hayes actually going to open things up. And this is interesting. Tarek actually picking up the AWP here for the CLG side. Pronax, though, goes into Hayes. It's a 1-for-1 trade. Wolfmeister down and out. And that's a big name to be saying down and out this early in the round. But, again, Fnatic, so much depth at their talent that anything is possible. So the 4-on-4. No AWP here for the Fnatic side. It's going to be AKs across the board. Going for a little bit of spam over here is going to be Crims, just trying to keep him honest at that A bomb site. The flashbang comes around the corner, and Cutler going to chip away a little bit of health off of Crims. Yeah,
they've now boosted Flusha up in mid, and they have JW there as well, just watching for any kind of push towards mid. So they're going to be ready to go. They molly out the vents. They clear that spot out. Peter's able to drop Crims over towards A, but a couple players, 3 players actually streaming out middle, but the bomb's actually going to send himself. Pronax with the bomb is going to rotate back towards B, so they put a little bit of mid pressure. Now they've worked their way up towards CT spawn. There's no one to defend against this. They're going to have a great pinch onto this B bomb site.
Yeah, and a very interesting strategy you don't really see all that often. I think Pronax got his feet spotted, though. If they're able to get this kill on him, this could be a huge... Oh, no, they turn at the wrong time. FNS! Pronax coming around the corner is able to find him. JW goes into Tarek, and now they've got themselves some beautiful positioning to hang on to this B bomb site as the CTs try to retake. So really unfortunate timing there. X-Ray, like I said, it's such a fickle thing. We could see how close they were together. Cutler trying to look for one. Peter is going to be able to find one. JW goes into him. And now this crossfire from the Fnatic side is strong.
It absolutely is. Cutler's going to actually sneak a little bit through the smoke. He gets a good shot at Pronax. He doesn't land it, so Pronax responds in kind. And a great mid-round call by Fnatic to pinch into the CT spawn. No one was there from CLG. They did get spotted at the last second, but like you said, just turn at the wrong time and B. And Fnatic finds those entries and puts CLG on their back foot a little bit. So now they're going to be on another one of those force buys. FNS has his FAMAS. No kits once again, and some 5.7 and armors as well. So only 3 rifles here for CLG.
Well, we've seen it work before. The 5 FAMAS buy that they had in the previous one of the previous rounds that paid off because Cutler came up so big in that A bomb site. But Olaf Meister already dispatching of Peter in middle, and that's going to be a great opening frag for them. And Peter he's been struggling throughout this matchup. He's sitting at 15 and 17 now, so he's kind of come online here on the CT side. He had a really tough time on the terrorist side, but again, we're going to see the frags coming out, and they're going in favor of the Fnatic side. Crims going into Hayes there as well. So Cutler is able to respond, and he's going to have a lot to do in this A bomb site. He does get a second frag before JW dispatches of him with the AWP, but JW going on a mission right now. He's able to pick up 2, and that's going to leave it all on FNS here in the big flank, and they must know that he's coming on the flank. There's the flashbangs. Oh, man. They finally get the bomb out from A main. Flush is going to be there for the kill anyway. So 14-9 now, and we're looking to go up to tie point and potentially match point as we move forward here because it should be a save from the CLG side.
Yeah, and with that force buy, it's such a tough economic situation for CLG. Not a lot of money, so they're going to force buy. They don't want them to get to that tie point, and They're going to have these armor and pistols, and they're going to have to make a stand here because they haven't found much. That's a round where Peter gets picked off in mid with one of the pistols. They have those 3 rifles to work with, and once again, I brought it up on Cash. When you have 3 rifles to work with, your pistols being the ones to initiate contact, give your rifles a chance to kind of give you an advantage in the round.
Yes, soften them up a little bit, and then you don't have to do so much work with the pistols. But again, we are going to see, it looks like it's going to be a full-out B execution. And FNS in a good position here with the CZ75. Picks off one. He's got another one around the corner, but that's Flusha. He's going to get the better of him with the headshot from the AK. So the bomb is going to get planted here at the B bomb site. And with their armor in hand, see if CLG decides to go for this. Honestly, I think, well, do you think they should go for it, or should they play for the tie?
They need to get some rifles for next round. With the way their money is, they're not going to have enough to get any rifles of their own, so they need to find some exit kills. They need to risk their lives to get guns for the next round to be able to have more of an impact, to be able to give themselves a chance at bringing it back towards overtime. And Pronax is going to clear out towards T-spawn. But there are some players already up around this red box in middle here, and this is where they're going to look for one. There is another player retreating that way. Crims over in the sunroom, and Peter, he might be able to find him here. Pulls out a CZ. Crims checks it, so he gets away. Pronax even takes out Hayes, but now it's Cutler's turn. He sees 1 or 2 spamming. There goes Flusha, but he gets dropped as well. So they get an exit kill, but they don't get any rifles out of it.
Yeah, and that's unfortunate because now they're starved for cash and have nothing to show for it whatsoever.
Just like last round, it's going to be only pistols once again.
Yeah, and it's a.
Or they do drop the FAMAS.
They do actually opt to go for some nades on Cutler as well. I think they're probably going to give him the FAMAS. Yeah, and he does get a full set of nades too. So we've seen him be successful with it in the A bomb site in the previous couple of rounds. He's going to go for the smoke into A main. Crim's going to get aggressive over here as well. They do have who's that, Olafmeister, I believe, actually, yeah, pushing up here into A main. So they've got a presence from Fnatic already in this A bomb site. And FNS down and out. JW with the AWP. I believe he was actually, where was he? Up on boost? Yeah, he was up on boost. Up in hand, going to be able to get it done, and now it's going to be a pinch to the A bomb site. He's going to find a second one. That's Peter down and out. And now that's going to be all on Hayes and Cutler goes down. So now it's just down to a 2 versus 5. Make that a 1 versus 5 as Tarek goes down, and that's going to be it. So 16-9 is going to be your final score of this one as Fnatic clean it up, and that's going to be it for this BO3. CLG falls in 2.